It's an interesting thing, beauty. When we speak of beauty, what beauty actually is, and what's just simply your view of what beauty is. I believe that nature determines what pretty is. That's a widely used term, pretty. But what's beautiful is different than what pretty is, I believe. Now, let's get down to the brass tacks as it relates to women, especially black women. You know, for years it seems men have always made it a point to say that a woman had a voluptuous body, and it could be across the board, all ethnicities, if you will. But as it relates to black women, they always touted that black women were beautiful because they had a nice size derriere, a butt, bubble butt, you know, badunkadunk, whatever, and nice size set of breast, and so forth. But let me tell you, there's an old expression, beauty is only skin deep. Doesn't necessarily mean that the person's character, the woman that is, that her character is pretty or beautiful. You can have the most banging body and have a very, very nasty disposition. You can be ugly on the inside. And quite frankly, I've found over the years that a lot of the normal, moderately pretty women, beautiful women, had some of the best personalities, and the ones that had much better body builds were some of the most nasty, narcissistic, selfish, and even evil women around. Not all, but a significant amount. And that spans all ethnicities, again, if you will. But speaking of black women, so it's funny, odd, how we have taken and looked at a woman's body and we've defined them by how big of a behind she has. Now, this is not profanity that I'm about to utilize, but I'm going to say it. A woman's ass is not pretty. We've been taught that that means something. Your gluteus maximus, all human beings, was designed to sit on. I'm sitting on mine right now, as a matter of fact. That's what it's for. You know, whether it be small, medium, or large, or even huge, its purpose is still the same. It's to sit on, right? And a woman's breast or mammary glands are for the purpose of breastfeeding a newborn child, a baby. Not to be looked at and jeered at as a sexual attraction or something that defines her as beautiful, even though after being indoctrinated so long in our culture in America and across the world, we've always looked at that as being the thing that made women attractive. But is it true? Is this truly what the attraction should be in a woman? No. Dr. King said the content of your character, male or female, content of your character is what defines you. That's what makes you a great person. So are we saying that women who don't have well-endowed bodies are less desirable or not as pretty or beautiful? Not at all. I love all women, irrespective of how you're built. Now, of course, I would have a preference, but it doesn't mean that I think anything less of another woman just because she doesn't meet my particular preference. You follow? So now, I've seen women, at least over the past decade or so, wearing these really, really tight clothes, and women of all sizes, statures, if you will, wearing these real tight jeans and tight spandex and lycra pants and wafer pants, if you will, and shorts, where these clothes are so tight they're in between their butt cracks and so forth, and they're wearing the thongs, of course, and probably some of them not wearing anything at all, because that seems to be the going trend. Women are not wearing panties a lot of times. But anyway, your ass does not make you pretty. It doesn't. It was designed for sitting. Let's just get that off the table. Even though it might be attractive because we were trained that way, men, to look at you that way. And your breast don't make you pretty. What makes you pretty is you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Ladies, what makes you beautiful is the inner you. How you see yourself. And how you see yourself is not based on someone else. It's not based on someone else's views and opinions of you on social media, especially on Instagram, for you all who like to travel that route. No one should define any of us. Me as a man, I define who I am. And I've been this way all of my life. I've had role models, people that I looked up to, but I've never tried to emulate anyone and try to be like someone else. I've always been my own person. I dress the way I want to dress. I'm not influenced by the latest trend or fashion or fad. That's not me, because I'm not being true to me. So ladies, are you true to yourself today, or are you watching all of these female rappers, Megan Thee Stallion, and the whole list, and you patterning yourself after these people instead of being you? You got the long eyelashes going on, the real thick dark colored lipstick going on, all of the piercings and the tattoos going on, and changes of the hair color and stuff. Am I against those things? Am I telling you that that's the wrong thing to do? No, I'm not saying that to you at all. What I'm saying to you is, are you following those things because everybody else is doing it? Because you really don't know who you are? Can you just simply be different? And being different means being your own person, your own individual, and not being swayed by the tides, so to speak. So your ass don't make you pretty. Your breast don't make you pretty. The inner you makes you pretty. It makes you daggone beautiful. You understand what I'm saying? So when I walk down the street, or go into a public place, or a restaurant, or a gas station, or anywhere for that matter, and I see a woman wearing these really outrageously revealing pants and tops, where you have nothing left to the imagination almost, or their pants or their tights are so tight that all you see is the crevices of their rear end and their vagina. Something's wrong with that, and if you don't see something wrong with that, it's because, and maybe it's because, something's wrong with you. This teacher, I'm out.